Hey, hey, hey. What's happening, everybody? How is everybody doing tonight? Let's get our tunes going. I see the music's playing. That means the browser's going to work. Cool. What's up, everybody? A lovely Wednesday evening, 9:02. Let's say hi to the folks that have been here. Jeff Montgomery, first, number one, sir. How you doing? I'm gonna need your help soon, because we're out of manual, right? There's no more instructions. Everything's free balling now. But need some help, man. I wish I had more time to do like research for the build. You know, I literally came home from work with the kid. I have a ton of messages. I have so many messages. I have like 15 messages on Discord to go through, and then I'm in here now. So without a manual, we're gonna have some fun tonight. But Jeff, what's up? One Eye 3D, Only Prince, Wix Central. Zoomies here early. Wow, look at that. Ready, huh? John LaRue, what's up? Sage, some streams catch up on. Oh man, yeah. So we're at the part now where we're just kind of gonna flow with whatever happens with the build, because there's no more. The manuals, both the original and the 180, are empty. They're still in the works. So we're just gonna assemble what we can. And I never built the 2.4. I built a Trident, and that experience building a 2.4 would be valuable. But should be okay. Giuseppe, what's up? Eric, Trurex, nice. Look at that. The other Jeff. Hypermotive, what's up? Yo, what's happening? Jeffrey. Oh, nice. I wonder what it is. What'd you do? What'd you make? Hey, Jack, how you doing? Mr. Walkman. Stephen Poole. What's happening, good folks? I have been resin 3D printing past couple days. And in fact, I finished a print while I was at work. Print complete. I did it on the bamboo, and of course, man, the quality of the bamboo is, you know, I totally understand why people go so crazy over it, because you don't have to tune the thing for a decade to be able to get this kind of print. Like, I know this is a simple print. It's pretty heavy duty. It's just a funnel. But man, is it pretty. It's a really pretty funnel. Cool. I needed this for resin. This is going to make pouring things out of the vat really easy. And what I'll do is I'll just cure this thing every time it's done dripping. But very nice. Good print. Let me go ahead and put it in my resin area now. I don't know exactly. I don't have like an actual direction with the resin printer, but there is a couple things that I just want to print in resin. I think it'll be cool with transparent. And I'll probably make a video on it, because I do have some new transparent PETG from Bamboo to kind of see what it's going to be all about together. So that should be fun. A lid riser that actually looks good. Nice, cool. I'm eager to see that. Those grips are sticky made. I did not make them. I printed them. Thank you. They're for my buddy Jess. He's known me for a very long time. When I first got into keyboards and 3D printing keyboards, him and I did a bunch of stuff together. But these are for him. So I actually do have a set in the Soraya Tech printed. They're still sitting on the print bed. I haven't had a chance to get them off. But from what I can tell through the cover, Soraya Tech black transparent is really blue, like far too blue. Hey, Burn Car, what's up? Martin, Clifford, how you doing? But yeah, all right, hope everyone's buckled in, because I don't really know which direction to take the stream into, so we're just going to hang out. let's talk about the giveaway. So every time I do one of these, there is a giveaway pinned right up here. By the way, just so you guys know, if I do lose service and we lose the stream, I'll try to get one back up. But it'll probably be because there's a storm here. I keep getting storm warnings. So if power goes out, I'm obviously going to lose the stream. So if it comes back, I'll try to get back on. But in case, you know, everything just goes dark or whatever, that's what's happening. It's storming outside. Hey, Tony, all the way from UK. What's going on? In God we trust. The Lord himself. I'm doing good. I'm doing. How about you? You have a lot to do. Staying busy, I hope. Hey, 3D Experiments. Kenneth, what's up? What's up? I can't seem to get my Micron running, so that bought it. Oh, okay. What are you having problems with, just out of curiosity? Because I'm nowhere near getting this thing running yet. But yeah, let me show you guys. Oh, right. So we were here. I got distracted. So right up here, there's going to be a pinned comment. Every time I do a live stream, 3D Max, who sponsors these live streams, sponsors us a free spool of PLA Plus. And they do bundle the winners together. So if you haven't gotten one in the past week or two, have no fear. You will. Let me go to the next track there. But when you click that link, it'll take you to a page that looks like this. Let's see how many of you guys are already on it. So 11 entries in there so far. You have to be in the United States. You have to answer that question, and you have to be present for the actual drawing. It says 2 hours left because I usually do these at the end of the stream before I close my eyes. That's how we're going to do it. If you're in the United States, you want a spool of PLA Plus, just answer the question. It's usually just for me to know which direction to take the channel or just some fun statistic. Today's question is, what is your favorite current filament? Type, color, give the what and the why. So just something fun to just start a conversation, or at least take a look at, and maybe you'll win yourself a spool of 3D Max PLA Plus. I use that stuff literally daily. Also, don't forget to check out shop.3dprintsos.com. I've been making a bunch of different kinds of merch. I still have to finish 2 more shirt designs that I've been working on, but I have just way too many projects right now, so I kind of been taking my time with them. But these are all designed by me. We got some cool shirts, some hoodies. Of course, we got some. Whoa! They rotate now. That's new. That's weird. It should be a different view. Let's see if they all do it. Okay, cool. Yeah, so they edited these. I keep the prices as low as humanly possible. These work mats are awesome. I use one every day. So check out shop.3dprintsos if you guys want to support. Because the other ways of supporting get you something digital. This gets you something physical, which I thought was pretty cool. And I'm having some fun with it. I am wearing one Fetters 3D printed spaghetti, established in 2018. Doing good? Nice. Good to hear, Jeffrey. Listen, I've printed with some PETG, but I've also had an equal amount, well, way more than equal amount of bad luck with PETG. So yeah, definitely not my favorite. I do have a roll of yellow that I got to check out. I think it's by Esun. But I need to print some yellow pieces for this wall. Paper towel roll, gloves. But the problem is I ran out of this particular yellow PLA, so I'll just use the PETG and see what happens. Apparently, the secret to PETG is the bamboo machine, so I got that covered now. Nice. Currently waiting on first order PLA. Hopefully use 3D Print SOS and got yourself 5% off your order. Nice. Thank you, Zumi, for that review. PG and practically everything else prints great on G10. Yeah, I hear good things about G10. All right, so let's see. What has happened since the last one? The last time we built this or worked on it. I ran into a problem with the tool head in the back. So since I'm doing a little modification where we're going to be making this thing into a tool changer, at least hopefully, I just had a pin come out, so that's good. Yeah, let me try to get that out there somehow. That's a first. I wonder how often that happens. I guess I need to put a little dab of glue down there to get that pin back in place. So we are building a tool changer. As you can see, the carriage over here. And one of the things that's specific to this is this sensor needs to be on here, because this whole thing is going to act like a tap changer on the larger machines. But the problem is this hits this little board. So that's where I stopped the last stream. So essentially, I need to design a piece that mounts onto the existing mounts, but moves this up a little bit. Maybe, I don't know, 15 mils or so. So that's one thing that we have to do in order to just finish this whole tool head off, so that it's just its own thing and it's done. So that's something that we can do tonight, is do a little design and maybe even print type of scenario. The other thing that I have to do is just continue to put hardware on this machine, and I can save the design for, you know, when I have free time on my own. So I'm going to leave that up to you guys. What would you rather hang out or relax and do? Obviously, like I said, there's no more instructions on this thing. So I just got to get into the box of parts, into the box of prints, and see, you know, try to put on as much as I can. An easy one would be skirts, but I'm going to keep the skirts off until the electronics are done. So let me know, guys, what you think I should do. Throw on parts, or do some design and print and kind of play around with that Toolhead board and get an adapter. I'll actually start by searching the internet to see if there's something available already. I don't think there is, though, so we'll go from there. What do you guys think about that? Let me know in the chat here. I have faith in you. You can do it. You did use a code. Okay, cool. Anybody came across good riser? Someone just mentioned up top here. Hypermotive. Yeah, right here, literally. Hypermotive just said up top that they made a riser that looks really good, and it is being uploaded right now. So check out Hypermotive Racing's link, probably on his YouTube channel or YouTube account. If not, I'm sure if you type in Hypermotive Racing into printables, you'll be able to find it there. Let's see. Oh, nice. That's good to know. Yeah. Well, yeah. This I know. I thought you meant specifically. Oh, you did the transparent bamboo PETG. Nice. Good. Yeah. That's what I want. That's what I want. Let me scroll back down. The 1.1 pin screw in. Yeah, that's probably a good design choice right there, Jeff. What do you think? Should I just keep going with what I got, or print all the updates? I don't really, like, you know, or are they worth it? Obviously, not having the pins come out is worth it, but I can just put some dab of glue, you know. Stealth changer doing the same. Yeah, I mean, the larger ones are definitely easier and simpler. I am causing this is basically a challenge for myself. There's no direct benefit to doing it on such a small machine unless you just want to do it, you know. Plus, none of the stuff that I'm doing is directly supported, so we're kind of just exploring it on our own and having some fun with the build. Yeah, and Jeff would be the one to ask. He is a master at it at this point. Nice. There is some of those. There's definitely some of those. I'll check into that. I have so many printers now. The last one I bought, I told my wife I won it in the contest. That's hey, that's a fun and good problem to have. That's pretty funny. Design on the fly, design and print. Okay. Design and print, design, parts coming. All right, cool. Update's worth it. Getting new dock as well for Mini Stealth Burner. Yeah, the dock. So I printed, well, I modified and printed this guy from the older design. And I found out that it can't mount to the top because it is too short. It has to be a little lower. So see if I can bring this all the way forward here. And I clip this guy on. As you can see, That's as high as it goes, and it can go underneath. So there technically needs to be about half an inch or so gap, so this thing has room to go all the way up to pop this thing off. So this particular one that I printed isn't going to work. It otherwise works really well with the magnets this way and then just sliding up and down like that, as you can see. But definitely not going to work this way, so I kind of just put it to the side for now. And we're gonna just see what happens from there. But good to know. So that's another thing I got to look for. So when I need to print more things, which there's a mount for the Canva stuff. I actually don't know if I have everything printed for the electronic mounting. So that's something worth looking at. So the next time I do a print, I could just print the newer stuff and kind of update it. Are you running the boards over USB or CAN? So I am running USB on my Trident, and I love it. It uses the USB-C. The cable looks cool. It like lights up. It's great. But this is going to be CAN, and I have the new Big Tree Tech CAN board, the one that you put one into, and then it splits it to 4 or 5 even. I don't remember off the top of my head, but that's what I'll be using on this. Definitely CAN. Have fun until the wife finds out. Yeah, that's right. Kicking off printing a whole plate of ASA parts for Mercury 1. Nice. That's cool. Definitely on the end there, and they're 6th. No, I won't let you down. You just got to do a little dance beforehand, and it'll work. There we go. Boom. New belt keeper as well, just for Micron. Small belt fix. Interesting. Okay. Elegoo Rapid PTG is great. Prints like PLA. Nice. Yeah, I've been hearing good things about Elegoo stuff lately. A Micron hat would look good on there. It would. It's gonna need a hat because there's gonna be a ton of stuff up here. So definitely remind me when it's time, and I will gladly utilize. All right, so most of the people that actually replied said design and print. So let's do that. I am not the best designer in the world whatsoever, as you guys are about to find out. But we'll just go along with it. All right, let me get comfortable. Since we're designing, standing isn't going to be necessarily ideal. Not a mod, can't post links. That's true. Yeah, YouTube will not allow that. And for good reason, technically. Alright, so... Alright. So I got the tool head over here. So let me get this undone. And we will figure it out together. So first, before I do any design work, let's go on the internet. All right, this is another thing that I wanted to discuss. I wanted to show you guys this. So this is by someone named Yell. And for successful build and less pain. So it looks like... Oh, this is just images of the plates. It looks like they've added a whole ton of really useful things. The correct spacers, the bed model for the slicer if you want. A couple pieces that I guess aren't working correctly, like there's some Wago mounts, which I probably don't have. But more importantly, if we go to the details here, there is a ton of stuff on here that they help you with here. So the official repo, here's all the mods. Belt cover. Backlight spacers have less height than the stock option. This results in the AB motors hitting the belt covers. Oh man, okay, that's not good. Best solution is the print covers that have less height. Okay, so there you go. There's something right there. I'm guessing we're gonna run into that problem. There's a couple extra parts that they recommend. There's a couple highly recommended. And then here, so this is interesting. So apparently there were some issues with the way that these were displayed. And hopefully I don't have to undo the frame again. We'll find that out as we go, I guess, because I found this too late. This is cool right here. This is also extremely important to know. If you attach the switch low part according to the Voron manual, the LED will be lit up permanently, even if the printer itself has no power, off position. So this is saying the wrong way and then the correct way. So that is also extremely good to know, obviously. Side note, the wire colors are IEC color coded. Please follow it for your own and other people's safety. All right, so there you go. VHB, there's only enough 3M for the sides, rear, top with 0 mistakes. Either buy more or use 1mm or none for the front door. Also important to know. Let's see. Right, we ran into this where these things were toothed and I had no idea, and I was very confused during some of the builds. So another thing that would have been nice to just read this and find. TFT display, check the cable sitting the correct connectors and the orientation. And boot board, uncomment, overlays this, shut down the OS, remove power, flip switch, fix cable if wrong, and power on. Interesting. So some of these cables could be wrong. So I guess if the display doesn't work, we would know why. I'll read the comments in a second, guys. I'm just kind of going over it. Clicky, I don't think I'll be using this. Here's the spacers. I figured those out. Mine are spaced okay. What is this? Oh, this is how to do the printer moves. If printer home's front left. Oh, okay. Okay, and then this is also really important. Z and Y would move at the same time. The third step stick on the Manta has dual output marked with red tape. So this one right here for dual lead screw setups. All right, so one of these we have to skip when we're putting them left to right. You got to pay attention. So it'll essentially be A, B, and then the 4 steppers for the Z. And then tells you how to set up sensorless right away, which is fantastic because that's how I want to run it. This would have been good to probably do today, to be honest. Where do these parts go? Okay, we understand those. And this is also very useful because we don't have an image like this, but at least you get to visually see how this should be, especially because there's these Wagos over here. And they look somewhat confusing, and there isn't instructions that are clear. Software, this is self-explanatory, but you also have to do this before mounting this stuff up because it'll just make it harder. But all this is here. All the instructions are here. This is really, really good stuff. Even down to the slicer, which is fantastic. Start print, end print with offset. That's great. Archive files. These issues are fixed, but I keep them here for early kits, and I definitely have an early kit. So it looks like the wires for the 2 Z motors are not correct. Swap the middle 2 wires on Z motor connectors. All of them? Oh, this, yeah, I did see this somewhere else. Someone was saying that this is a misleading / wrong pin, wrong pins on the fan. Yeah, so this is corrected. So I'll have to take a look at that because I do remember this. Right. Did that. CB1 fix ghost touches, but that's something different. All right, so yeah, so got to keep this page in mind. That's why I wanted to keep it open and kind of showcase it. Yell, this is a fantastic thing that you did for everybody. I really appreciate it. All right, let's see what you guys have been writing. Zach, what's up? What's up? Exactly. Well, you know, with modern machines, you don't really have to do much. You select the profile on the slicer and you hit print. you know, as long as the PETG is dry, it's going to print. I did print a full spool print of a full PETG spool print for Halloween, if you guys recall. I printed the big Mario cube in PETG, and it was flawless. All right, let's get on it. I'm gonna move this stuff to the side. Let's try to see if we can find something that already exists. So it's an EBB 36 riser is the thing that I would type in first, and there's nothing. Mount. Let's see here. Essentially, this type of mount would be perfect. Except, what in the world is happening here? Oh, right, this just tilts it. I need one that's straight on, right? Yep, so straight on and just lifts higher. I'm gonna look for just a little bit because it's very possible that it already exists. CB1, EBB. Yeah, essentially want this, but with an additional set of holes and something for what's it called? Heat inserts from the back. Hey, Papa's here. What's going on? Galileo 2. EBB mount for Afterburner and NEMA 17. I don't explicitly see something right off the bat here, but I kind of like this. This could be modified with some extra holes without the tilt. This is nice actually. The cable management here looks good. We'll keep that one in mind. Let's see. Does anyone know of one off the top of my head? Hey, Caleb. I'm looking for something that moves the EBB 36 up. Since one of our sensors is touching it. So right here is an afterburner. Okay, so this, I basically need this with another set below it. And this is actually perfect. I'm worried this one in particular will be a little bit flimsy, but should be easy to modify. Yeah, this is exactly what I want, just with an additional mount going up. All right, this might be the one to modify right here. Yeah, I like this. Do we have a personal use license? Sharing without distribution, cool. Remix allowed. Commercial use. Okay, so everything's allowed. All right, we're gonna pick this one up. I'll add it to my favorites and whatnot later. But let's go ahead and pick that. Oh, I have to. Oh, nope. Did it work? Let's see. Where'd that download? Where in the world did that go? I don't think it downloaded. Let me put it on my other browser. Whoops. Where I'm already signed in. And let's download that. Bada bing, bada boom. All right, got it. And let me add it to my favorites. And hit the like for the designer. All right, do we have that now? All right, we have that now. All right, so that's something we can mess with. I might even just do it in Tinkercad, to be honest. Just because it'll be easier to share it that way. Let's give it a few more minutes because it might already exist. That's nice. Well, let's see. No chains for me. Whoa, what a wild setup. Look at this. Why? That's kind of wacky. Why would you want that on the side? The Sherpa. I'm pretty surprised that no one's run into anything like this and has already made it. It seems like it's a pretty normal thing to happen on some builds. I wonder if I should quite literally type in mini SB, since it has to be straight upward. Bracket with relief. Nope, but that has an orbiter. Cable clamp. That's kind of a cool cable clamp. I like this. That's neat. Yeah, I kind of dig that. Let's check it out a little closer. We don't need the side, the little lean though. All right, so that's everything I'm finding. Let's see what you guys have been saying. I missed a ton. How do you like the Magic Trackpad of Fusion 360? It's not the best for Fusion 360. I love it for video editing. The problem, well, it's fine in Fusion 360, but the main thing is you want the mouse click, the 3-finger click for the middle click. And the only way to do that is with an app and like emulate it. And it's not the same. It doesn't work that well. But it's fine. It's fine for that. I'm just very used to it. And if I'm gonna be like really sitting down in Fusion and designing something like I am for the Nintendo, for the 3DS things that I'm working on, I pull out a mouse and use an actual mouse. Hey, you reading Rainbow? Nice. Yeah, X1C is solid. Great machine. I think it's probably a lot like using trackpad on. I mean, it is exactly. It's quite literally. So this is just a nice 3D print that holds the cables and whatnot. And ironically, that's not here right now. But yeah, this is just quite literally Magic Trackpad. Nice glass surface. Battery lasts forever. Easily chargeable. All the benefits of having a nice trackpad that's large and just super high quality with the gestures. Just makes it easy. All right, so that's where we're gonna start. I think just for funsies, I'm gonna keep it in Tinkercad. We'll start there. If I can't make it do what I want, I will swap over to Fusion. Whoops, Tinker Maker? What is that? Why did my brain go there? Let me see if I can sign in on here. Let me pull it off here first. I think I can sign in with Google maybe. I don't remember the password. So let's do this. I'm gonna open my different browser. Tinkercad. I'm gonna log in here. Password. There we go. Signed in. All right, we'll move that to this screen. All right, there we go. Now you guys should see. Nice, good to know. All right, so we are gonna go to create. Hey, Nuno. All right, also, using the trackpad here is also brutal. Let's import. Here's our bracket. Import. All right, then let's think about what I actually want here. Let's go to the top view. Rotate. I love that it's symmetrical. That definitely makes it easy. And then, how is it on this side? Okay, so we'll have to enlarge those holes. But essentially, I'm currently thinking that this thing is just going to get copied. And we're going to chop one up and add a part of the other one to it again. That's what I'm thinking. So here's how I would go about doing this. This thing's nice and chamfered. It's a nice design. Very simple, but very nice. Definitely someone that pays attention. All right, so we're going to go right there. And I think I actually have to make this snap a little bit smaller because if we zoom in here. All right, here's the movement thing. I think I can get around it by using a command, control. There we go, shift. All right, so if we zoom in, so it looks like there is a little bit of an error on here. I guess it's an error. I don't know if this was intentional or not, or maybe it's for certain things on the design, but as you can see, there's a little bit more of a flat area here than here. But let's try to get in the middle of that. So essentially, for those that never edited stuff like this before, you select both of these. This is a hole, so when you group it together, it'll remove the hole. All right, so I'm actually going to do it this way. Let me show you this trick. So I want, whoops. So I want this exactly copied. And the reason for that is I want to add an additional piece on the bottom here that's the same as this. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to ungroup this one, and I'm going to keep that there because I want it to start at the same exact spot. And I'll move this up this way. Actually, we don't need to go that high. Yeah, I'll go that high anyway. Here, let's do... Oh, let me think about this real quick. Because I'm going to reverse it. So I want this here, and I want this copied this way. Alright, I essentially want this. What's it called? Oh, I'm basically going to kit bash this thing. Kit bash. That's the thing I was looking for. Let's see, because I don't think this thing's symmetrical. But we're about to find out. So to align, use the align tool. Like I said, if this doesn't work out too well, I'll just go into Fusion and edit it that way. But this is essentially what I want. The only thing I can't tell here, and I'll edit this as well. The only thing I can't really tell is the height. And let me measure what I actually want the height to be. So this sensor has to go up. So I need it to go up by about this much, which is 6.5 millimeters. So I essentially, just a quick and dirty one, we go like this and put this, generally speaking, I know you can do measure and all that stuff, but this is just quick and dirty. If we put this corner in the middle, what's our height here? What? I want this box gone. Our height, oh, come on. What's our measurement? 16, so that's way too big, right? So 7 would be the highest I'd want. I don't think we'll be able to do it that cleanly. Because the design will bleed into itself, but maybe, let's see what happens if I just move this up. This might actually work okay. That is not so bad so far. Let me remeasure, because this seems like something isn't right. So if I'm moving this down to clear it, that's about it. Yeah, that's correct. All right, so here's what we'll do. I'll double click into this, and we'll take our cut, and I'll move it up about that much. And click, let it do its thing. I'll click into this one, and we'll get this cut somewhere in a similar spot, like that. Now let's continue to move this up just a bit. Probably somewhere here is enough. I know it's a little bit taller than what I need, but that's okay. Let's see how roughly. 9.2. Let me see if that's crazy. In all honesty, that's probably a little bit too high. Let's try getting it closer to 7. Yeah, I probably want it closer to there. Hold shift. See how close we can get without a total disaster. So probably right there without really making this thing hideous. And you'll obviously be able to see some imperfections here and there, but that's okay. Why exactly are you changing that part? So on my build here, because of the tool changer portion, we have a sensor right over here that needs to go up like this, and it interferes with the plugs. So I essentially need to move this whole thing, this whole thing up. So I need a piece that's going to mount to the existing holes, and then this would mount to it. So that's why we're modifying this piece. So it looks like our bottom one is going to mount with just through holes, and this one in particular, I'm gonna have to make larger holes here because we're gonna put inserts into that one, so that we can mount the board onto there. The other part that I'm gonna run into is the height of those things. Yeah, so these screws that hold the mount on are going to have to be flattened. So this is going to have to be flat. The bottom ones. So that nothing shorts on the head of the bolts. That Formbot 2024 Micron Plus kit is the same I ordered 4 hours ago. Nice. Yeah, it's the kit itself is great. I'm just veering off from the kit, so that's why this is happening. But hey, Nigel, no worries. You know, I literally came from work and went here, so I know the feel. I think the kit right now is actually, if you check my link, the kit right now I think is like 500 something, but there's a coupon code like right on the page because they're having a sale. So I think it was like $510 or something like that. Don't quote me exactly, but if you check the link in the description, I think it's somewhere right around 500 bucks. All right, so let's see. We're gonna have to do some tricks in order to round things off here, because if you guys remember the way this works, the way this app works. Actually, I'm not gonna round it off. Instead, what I'm gonna do is this. I'm going to move this way. Move this right over here. And this, we will try to set with the bottom. So the way I'm going to do this, I'm going to move it up a little bit. I'm going to select both of these things. I'm going to click this and I'll move the smaller one down. And then as far as height goes, let's hope that this is a standard height. It looks like it is. Looks like it's 3. Yep, perfect. All right, so that's good so far. Let's go ahead and group this together. All right, so there isn't too much craziness going on. There is some unevenness here and there, but nothing I'm worried about for such a small part. I think one of your shirts was spotted at Murph Saturday. Got a rock in the comments with a couple of people. Nice. Nice, that's cool. Do you have any photos from the event wearing the shirts? That's pretty cool. You know, I have a very small following, so if anybody even comments on there, that's pretty cool. It's such a niche of a niche type thing. Picking Discord. Oh yeah, Discord. I have so many messages to catch up in. I think Zumi was causing some trouble in Discord, so I gotta check in what happened in there. Right, Zumi? Chat about anything. Hey, nice. I see it. Yeah, rocking it at the Prusa. At the Prusa booth. Love it, dude. That's cool. I had the blob shirt on. Nice. You gotta stir the cauldron. Right? It'll be boring. It'll be boring without it. You might want to trim down the bottom mounting points because the components are way in the back. Yes, exactly. So that was the next thing. I just wanted to make that bottom first. Obviously, I would love to put a chamfer here, but we can't in this app, and that's okay. That's a-okay. All right, so the next thing we need to do, this was 3 millimeters tall, so whoops, what we need to do is select a hole. Actually, we can just mount it right here. This is a new thing that they added here. And we'll just go across like this. Then let's go to the top view. Bring this down right there. And make sure it's covered. It is. And let's group that. And that is going to shave that top off. So when we mount this thing, the hardware is just going to be flush with the 3 millimeters. Of course, it's taking its sweet time. Looks like something funky happened there. So let me click on this. This thing from the ground needs to be 3. Whoops. What happened there? Undo. This needs to be from the ground 3. Group. Zumi's just very protective of your Discord. She is. She is, and I thank her for it. Zumi causing trouble. Nah. Sticking up for my man, Ferdo. Yeah, I mean, I just scrolled through because I had to set up, you know, to be down here. So I didn't have a chance. But it sounds like somebody, I don't know if they had any ill intent or anything, but they were sharing their own YouTube channel on the Discord, and not in a way where it was like, hey, check this cool thing out or something like that. It was their own channel, and they kept like posting links about it, which I understand. Like, it could just be someone that didn't think about it. And Zumi, correct me if I'm wrong, and Zumi was like, hey, you know, this is his channel. You shouldn't be posting or promoting your own YouTube channel in here. This is literally his YouTube channel's Discord, and I think they got into an altercation. But that's me literally speed scrolling and reading. So Ferdo. Oh, so Ferdo happened when Creality came to my house. They announced that they were doing like a creator interview, and they spelled my name Ferdo instead of Feder. I appreciate that, Zach. I mean, you know, I don't want to oust anybody, especially if they didn't just get it, obviously, or you know what I mean, or I don't want to push somebody out because they're either young or they just didn't consider this little thing. You know what I mean? So being overly kind is a good thing sometimes. With that said, Zumi, I obviously appreciate you for sticking up for me when I'm not there. You know, so there's no worries. No worries either way. I thought Ferdo was Feder's D&D halfling name. It is now. Right, and that's the part that's hard to tell. You know, it's hard to tell. I can't tell what they were going after or trying to do. You know, they were posting links several times. Apparently, I didn't catch it before. I don't know. You know, you can look at it multiple ways. I want to grow the community as much as possible, and if anybody's trying to take some kind of advantage of that, that's just weird. Just you know, I don't like that. But like I said, I don't want to say that they did it. You know, you're not guilty until found innocent. You're innocent until found guilty, you know? So, all right, anyway, I think this is probably good for a first attempt. I think 3mm is probably enough, strong enough. One thing that I might want to do is maybe make it a 1mm indentation. Here, let's put it down like this. Make sure the cylinder has maximum sides and segments. And then let's make this a hole. Let's make this... I will check the exact size. 6.5. 6.5. By 6.5. Whoops. I think I'm gonna do this. Oh wow, that went right in the center there. Perfect. Copy this over this way. And then this thing is 3mm tall, so I want to lift this 2mm from the bottom. Just make sure that one's super straight. It is. But is it? Whoops. I just zoomed out a lot. There we go. Might have to turn this a little bit smaller. There we go. I think that's probably close enough if I kind of squint. Like I said, this does not have to be a super duper precision piece. There we go. All right, so that will help a little bit to get the hardware down as far away as possible away from the board since there are components there. And then the only other thing I want to do is let's get a brass insert and measure its center. Where are my tweezers at? All right, so this needs to be 4 millimeters. So what I just did is I just measured the middle of the heat press insert, and it gave me a measurement of 4 millimeters. So that top hole, I'm gonna make 4 millimeters, and we will put an insert into the back of this. So let's make this straight. Let's take a hole again. I'll put it right down there. Max segments, max sides. And let's make it 4 millimeters, 4 millimeters. Let's try to line it up the best we can. Right there. Copy this over. So obviously I could have, and the way that I would design this myself is I would draw it out first. I would take as many measurements as possible. I would lay it all out, and then I would make this from scratch. This design has a couple funky things. Like, I don't think this is the same size as this. There's just some weird things about it, but at the end of the day, it's not going to matter for us for this particular problem. But like I said, if I was doing this myself, I would do it just a little bit differently. But I think this will work perfect. All right, and I believe that should be strong enough. Let's just make this thing white, just because it's easier to see the outlines and whatnot. Yeah, I think this is exactly what we need. Just something simple, lifts it up, no worries. Love the 3D Printers West community. Love being part of it. Look forward to helping you grow years to come. I appreciate that, Zach. I'm very happy to have you here. Where do we first connect? Was it Instagram or was it Shorts? From what I remember when we first had our first conversation, is I think it was in the comments. I think you commented asking a question or something, and you're a guitar guy. That liked some of the music choices I was making and some of the cool 3D print stuff, and you want a 3D printer, right? That's you, right, Zach? And then we kind of just started chatting here and there, and then I told you about the live streams, and you jumped on in, and you've been here ever since. We need to post a picture on their website of the 3D Printers West village marching up the hill, playing George and Pitchfork. Light Thunder, hey, I've been following your work for a while now. You helped me when I got my first 3D printer, Voxel Aquila. What are you doing at the moment? First of all, welcome. It's kind of like a full circle. Voxel Aquila was amazing time, and it was a cool time to be in 3D printing. I'm glad you're still here and rocking with us, so thank you. Looks like Zumi answered. Yeah, so I'm doing a little bit of a custom thing on the machine. I was going to design a part, but someone made one close enough, so we're just editing it, and we'll give credit to the original designer. So I just wanted to show a really easy way to edit something like this or manipulate a file in Tinkercad. Anyone could do this. So, just fun and easy. All right. What are we going to name this? We're going to name this EBB36 Riser. And we also need to do Mini SB. Ooh, I hear some thunder. Guys, like I said before, if we do cut off and I lose power or internet, whatever it might be, I'll try to get back on if the stream dies. You can't join a stream once it's cut, so you'd have to make a new one. If I have no power, I'm obviously going to call it, but otherwise, just so you know, if I disappear, That's why. Cool thing about Murph is you see manufacturers big and small. People like Chuck Hellebuck, Joel, all to see local makers projects. Yes, very cool. Why didn't you went with the Dragon Burner? So, I have a V0.2 right over here. It is one of my most used 3D printers. I actually got to turn it on now since I want to print this part. And I absolutely love it. And it has one of these mini stealth burners on it, and I love the look. I love the setup. I love how clean it is. And I know it's not the best cooling, but I always use auxiliary cooling if I need to. And because it works so well on that machine and has been so trouble-free, I decided to just also use it here. So that's why I didn't go with a Dragon Burner. I know a lot of people love it. It is an improvement in many, many ways. It's modular. I totally understand. I just like this original Voron design, and I think it's clean and good looking. Maybe a little bit more material inside. Yeah, I mean, yeah, out here on the sides. The problem is we can't make that look good here. Hey, Griff. It was shorts. It was about a song. Right. Yep. Yep, Ganja White Knight. Yep, that's it. That's it. You're not using Voron spec heat sets? Maybe not. No, I doubt anything is actually Voron specs. I mean, why wouldn't I, man? You're in here every single stream. You're chatting it up. You comment on a lot of my videos. We have conversations, of course, man. I'm not your best bros. What's the height of those holes? It would be better to leave some material on top of the heat sets can't be pulled through. Good call about the height. One of the things, though, if I do raise this height, their thing here probably wouldn't work anymore. I guess I do have to throw a ruler down. Uh, 6.3. So that means this is 3.36 millimeters. That should be plenty, to be honest. Oh yeah, that's more than enough clearance to clear everything in the back. All right, so I'm not worried about that. That's good. But that is a good point. Nice. It has gone. You can't even compare the two, which is kind of just interesting. It's been such a short time, but so good. So what are you going to do as a follow-up to your direct drive printer challenge? Wow, direct drive printer challenge. I had a lot of fun working on those. But yeah, I've been trying to do more larger comparisons with multiple machines, and that has kind of been the fill point, I guess, instead of those, because everything is a direct drive now. But, you know. It's, you know, you should. It's complicated, but there's a ton of material online, and it's very, very, very powerful. Hey, Shannon, how you doing? I'm just kind of scrolling down. Sold my Aquila around a week ago for 80 bucks. Missed it, started. You sold the OG. That's okay. Sometimes it's got to go. You know, if you love it, let it go. The fact that you made any money about it is great. I've been taking them apart and using them for projects. I just used some extrusions for a keyboard holder on my sim rig at the office, which I guess I should have made a video for. But yeah, I've been just taking them apart. Have you looked at the Spartacus toolhead? No, I have not. Hey, Petty Ruxpin, what's up? What's up? I am Spartacus. Nice. I had a Sidewinder X2 when I watched that. Yeah, good old Sidewinder. Yep, yeah, exactly. And this is not something that they support. So, just worth mentioning. That's why I'm kind of just doing it on my own and having fun. Oh, yeah, the classic Soval. You really are adding some lipstick to that thing, huh? What 3D printer do you recommend at the moment, apart from Bamboo Lab? Because that thing's no fun on tweaking it. Depends what you want out of the machine. I think if you're looking for that level of performance, the Chitty-Tech X1 Pro, not X1 Pro, excuse me, Chitty-Tech Q1 Pro. Check out my video that I did on it. I love that machine. I just featured it in a video that I shot today at my office. I have it at my office. It's a daily machine for us. What other machine would I recommend? The X1C is fantastic, because you said non-bamboo, right? If you want kind of like a lower budget, don't need an enclosed machine, the Ender 3 V3 has actually been really good. And I have the 300 version, the Plus version. And I would say out of all the Plus machines that I've had, the 300 by 300 or 400 machines, that one is the best one so far. You don't need to do anything. It works the best. It's been the most consistent. So that's another machine that I would take a look at. Of course, the Flashforge Adventure 5. That's totally. Sometimes it just escapes my mind. $299, non-enclosed, but perfect for PTG, TPU, PLA. I've had some friends that I recommended this to not like the machine for various reasons. 2 people so far, almost back to back. But for me, it has been very good, and I've still kept it because I use it as my TPU machine, and I just know that it works well with TPU. God, I have the hiccups now. And the Chitty feather wrench is awesome. Yeah, the Chitty-Tech Q1 Pro is absolutely fantastic. It does sound like that. Yeah, Chitty is an interesting brand name. All right, so let's do this. So what I need to do is, I guess we can open Orca Slicer. Throw it on this screen. Let's get this thing breathing. Prepare. Let's do this Voron. Let's go here. We're gonna do 100 on the bed. Whoops. 100 on the bed. And let's rock our Nevermore to 100. Get that flow going. The reason why I do this in this machine is because when you don't do this on this machine, it tends to overheat the toolhead board. I wish there was like a better looking angle for this machine. It's not like a stairwell or just some random view. Here, how about that? We'll leave that. What filament do I have in there? ASA carbon fiber, that will work. Yep. Yeah, that's a perfect way to describe that one. Yeah, I print with it all the time. I'm gonna print with it right now. What's the preferred slicer? I use Orca for everything. If it's not on Orca, I make a custom Orca profile. This alone, like this experience right here, having this all together is worth it for me. The standard profiles are fantastic. They need very little to no tweaking whatsoever. As you can see, I'm using the generic one here. It's just been really good. Orca Slicer is absolutely fantastic. It has everything you want. Works with a ton of different printers, Mr. Flark, so that would be my suggestion. Around a year ago, I purchased 3 rolls of tests and I couldn't get... Oh, so I do remember this. So some of their rolls, and it depends on the time frame of when you bought them, because they've been tweaking their machinery. But one of the things that I did notice is you gotta print some of them hotter than you think. Sometimes by like 20 degrees hotter, and then they print great. But this whole machine is This is ASA by 3D Max. This is what, antique something, antique white, something like that, and then ASA carbon fiber. So yeah, definitely use it the most. Nice. Yeah, I mean, one other thing that you want to do is dry it, and dry it a lot and long. So definitely give that a try, Micah. Finishing my 5.6 2.4 R2 350. Nice. That's a good machine. Will become a tool changer soon. Sick. Thanks. I've been using it lately and have been very happy. Yeah, it's fantastic. Some of my favorite things are you can just like right click and add a primitive cube cylinder, something just to modify something really quickly. Text, SVG, handy models, OrgaCube, Benchy, just very easy things to do. Don't forget about the calibration up here. All this stuff is fantastic, especially the max flow rate test or the pressure advance test. There's several. It's just great. It's just very useful. Everything is here. I love it. I love this thing. What is going on here? This is gnat, spider. I don't know what's going on. Someone's flying around my face. Hey, Tiger. How you doing, my friend? Get out of here. There's gnats flying around my eyeballs. Working nonstop recently. Yeah, tell me about it. That's why content has been slow, guys. I have also been just working really hard. Not on YouTube, my main job. And then when I come home, I'm just... The last thing I want to do is work more, you know, and this is just a fun hobby for me. So as much as I want to make a bunch of content, just crank it out and help everybody, I also have to, you know, respect myself, and kind of slowing down has been very good to me recently. So I'm happy about it. All right, let me not forget that we're still working on this thing. Let's go here. All right, one thing real quick is let's see if we can come up with a sneaky way to increase this. And right now I'm thinking maybe just making this round. Let me see if I can find a shape in here. Let's see. Not design starters. It's not feature. I think it's shape generators. Let's see. Let's give it a second. Yeah, I think it's in here. So I want like essentially a box with rounded edges. Sometimes with Tinkercad, you literally have to hack your way. Maybe it was that. What's my favorite? Aha, here it is. I put it in my favorites. Softbox. Where is that located? Is it feature collections? Yeah, because there's a lot of junk in here that's pretty much unusable. No, it can't be featured. Yeah, I think it's shape generators. Oh yeah, it's right here. Yeah, so this softbox. Let's see if I can kind of edit that to give this thing a little bit more body. So the Z dimension is 3. The wall is, make it max for now. Outer radius. Oh, okay. All right, let's keep it a little bit squarish. Let's make it an even number. Well, not an even number, but without the points to it. Let's make this max. Let's see. Let's do 10 too little. Let's see what it does at 10. Yeah, that's a little bit too little. Let's go back to 20. Whoa, what we got going on here? Hey, Jeff with a 5 gifted. Has donated 5 gifted. Thank you, Jeff. You are the real MVP, sir. Thank you very much. Guys, don't forget, for everyone that just got a free YouTube membership from Jeff, don't forget to say thanks in the chat to Jeff. That's a very kind thing that he's doing. Jeff, thank you. All right, so I'll do the same trick. I'll pull this thing up. I'll select this, and we will align it with the bottom. And I do kind of like that. So let's go back to our basic shapes. Let's get a box here. Let's cut all this off. Combine this like that. All right, and now what we need to do is we need to, let me think about this. Move this right to that point right there, and that's how we'll align it. You know what, actually, let's make this a little bit closer. I'll go in here and I'll move this right up to it like that. All right, so now for the holes, we have to ungroup this so that that will come out of it. We'll ungroup that so that will come out of it. Let me go ahead and copy, make this way shorter. Here's what we'll do. I'm gonna remove this and remove this. I'm gonna go ahead and take this one. We're gonna move it down here. And we'll make this 3.25. 3.25. Let's align it right there. All right, so that will be what I want to add. So let's select all of this, ungroup that. I'm going to hold my option button and shift. Bring that over there. We are going to mirror this part. I'm going to bring this right to that tip, which should align this. And looks like it didn't exactly. So yeah, so this part isn't necessarily symmetrical. The original design isn't absolutely perfect, but that's okay. It's not going to hurt us. All right, and then what we'll do is we'll select this and group it together. And we'll just add, that adds a little bit more body right there. It still copies all of our holes. And it doesn't look too bad. All right. All right, some of these lines will disappear, and that gives this a little bit more body. All right, we are looking good. All right. What happens at camp for the Ender 3 V3 KE? What do you mean, what happens at camp? You can install it. You just have to do it via Kia. But you definitely can. Haha, finally got one. Nice. Congrats, Boomer. Welcome to the team. All right, Tiger. Thank you. Thanks for popping in. Appreciate you. We'll definitely see you back. All right, so our printer is nice and hot. I'll actually do a little burp here, and actually I need to apply some glue here anyway. We have a very hot build plate. Get some glue on there. Don't need a lot. Let's put that back in there so that that glue dries up. Voila. All right. Camp's natively supported by Clipper a few months ago. Yes, but not all installations. He's talking about the KE machine, which means they probably are not on the latest Clipper. So just keep that in mind. If it's not a box machine that runs its own version of Clipper, they likely still use the older one. All right, so this is good. I'm going to export this. We're going to do an STL. All right, so let's bring that STL into here. There we go. Looking good. I like it. Looks nice and clean. We have carbon fiber selected. We have our strong. Let's see what it is. We'll make it 530 honeycomb. Yep, looking good. No support. Skirt's fine. Let's slice. We got a 16-minute print. Should be nice and easy and strong. Let's go ahead and hit print. Actually, before we hit print, nah, it's fine. We'll just hit print and go from there. Go. Upload and print. Completed. Should be heating up now. So the chamber, especially because I vented it a couple times, is a nice and cool 35, but as it starts to print, it will get nice and toasty in there. It usually sticks to around 50-ish degrees. Tell me I shouldn't buy a K1 from a friend for 300. 300 is really good for an enclosed clipper machine. Ask your friend if they have the newer model with the fixes to the extruder and hot end, because that would be really important to know. Because if it's the old one, you're going to have extruder issues, and they don't send them anymore, so you'll have to buy one. So check if that has been resolved on that machine. 300 is pretty good. The argument there is you could buy a FlashForge 5M for 300. It's not going to be enclosed with glass, but you might be able to work a price a little bit. Maybe like 280. Dog's gotta go. Dog's gotta pee. It does. You gotta go. You gotta go. What's up, Jason? Let me get this stringy dingy. I am, Zumi. This is the coffee cup warmer. Send it to the printer. So easy these days. Darren, printing has become just something else. I have been printing on the Bamboo machines for my phone. I've been printing on Creality machines for my phone. And that to me is just wild. It's wild how fast things have moved. And it's really cool to be a part of it. So my thinking is when I'm going to be putting this in, it's going to make like a little bubble. I'm going to put them in from the back, and it's not going to be able to pull through forward. That's my thought, at least. So we'll see. We'll see. This will be a good test. One cool thing about this coffee warmer is just how crazy reliable it's been. Because it has a mechanical Z offset, I pretty much never have to worry about the Z offset, which is very nice. There's like no variation in it. As long as I have some glue on there, it tends to be rock solid. I've been really enjoying printing with this machine. So I haven't used it in maybe a week, maybe a little bit over a week. So yeah, just turned it on, heated it up, made sure it has plenty of heat in that build plate. And there it is. You know, it's mechanical, it's super sturdy. It's just good. Hopefully the Micron is of similar value. I wish I could print at all. You know what, Jason? We'll have a conversation tomorrow, because I could probably help you out with that. Oh yeah. Yeah, just go in there. Yeah, I mean, it's, you know, it's tiny. My mug's bigger than the tool head, and it's perfect. It is adorable. I love that thing. But what's crazy is for such a small machine, it has filtration for ABS and ASA with a cartridge style filter, and then it has a giant 120 by 120 auxiliary fan for cooling if you print. PLA or TPU or PETG. So anything you can fit on this tiny plate, this thing is just an absolute rock star with it. And right now it's going slow because it's on the first layer. And then it will speed up quite a bit. And it is nowhere near full speed. This thing is down-tuned quite a bit to just for reliability. But this thing can definitely fly. So yeah, it is printing ASA carbon fiber at the moment. And admittedly, the ASA carbon fiber has been sitting just to the side of it with no dryer and in a non-sealed enclosure for a while. So hopefully it does okay. Seems okay. Typically, you can see it turns kind of gray and very bubbly, and that's how you know it's got water in it. I won't really be able to fully tell until I take it out of there, but it looks good from here. Tap, tap, carbon fiber. Carbon fiber. Nice. Yeah, right? Yeah. It's become something that's very different. And that's why these type of builds and exploring and designing and modifying is still super fun, because it gives you that tactile feel, because these newer machines are very cold. They don't have a soul like some of the other machines do, you know? It needs a name, true. What I also need to do is just get a serial for my Vorons. I haven't done it. Darren, it's printing ASA carbon fiber. Yep, the Micron. Yeah, I'm hoping that on the few things that I can't print on this machine, the Micron at 180 would be perfect. So. Hypermotive, what did you do at the spot where I am? Like about your electronics? Did you follow some guide somewhere or someone's video or what? Because without the manual, it's pretty difficult. I wouldn't even recommend it to a first or maybe even a second time builder. You know what I mean? So let me know what you think. I'd like to hear from you. It is, Kaggle. So Doomy calls this my coffee warmer, and you know, it is. It's definitely a mug warmer. But yeah, I love this V0.2. It's a 5-sec V0.2R1. I recently did a video reviewing the machine and doing a little side project with it where I drove with it. So check out that video if you have the time. It's a short one. Yep, it does. So we'll see. It looks good from here. But you can't usually tell until you fully take it out. When it gets gray, that's when you'll know. Hey, Keith, I had a long one today too, man. I had a long one today too. Thanks for being here anyway. What filaments do you think is a good idea to run straight from a dryer? ABS, ASA, 100% nylon, like nylon. Any nylon, you don't want to print with it exposed. You want to print straight from the heater. Yeah, everything else is pretty much okay. That would be cool, and I think someone has already done it. I think I've seen it already. I see what you did there. Hey, Brian. What's up, man? I do need to get them serialed. You get the Voron Owners Club access. Members are doing a lot of cool things in that section. Oh, nice. I didn't even know that. Yeah, I mean, I literally have 2 machines that are ready to print, super reliable. They're fully tuned. They're just sitting here. I guess I should, huh? It's probably time. I don't like any of the new machines. Too many bespoke injection molded parts. That's facts. They're all going in that direction. Everything is going into the direction of a Wi-Fi connected microwave. That's okay. Those are beautiful machines. As you guys saw, that funnel I just pulled off the X1 Carbon is just insane. The quality's crazy, so it's good. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we just passed, I think we just passed 21,000, which is cool. Thank you. Did a huge giveaway for 20K subs. Gave away a ton of 3D printers, a ton of filament, 3D scanner, all sorts of stuff. That was a really, really fun, long, but very fun live stream. Thank you guys for being there. You can do the serial video right now. It's very easy. That's true. Yeah, you just do cell phone, write down your name. Yeah, I guess I was trying to be creative with the video, but why, right? There's no point. You're right, Nuno. I should probably just do it. All the beta testing for cool projects like tool heads and new probes and such, all behind owners. Ah, I see. So I've been missing out. I'm doing it unnecessary old school, it sounds like. Oh, Jeff, if you're still here, Jeff Montgomery, if you're still here, for the 1.1 parts, does the alignment change for anything? Like me making this part, is that useless? Or is it very much the same, just slightly updated parts? Let me know. This thing's crazy fast. I'm used to my under 3 of Max Neo. I mean, it is going at honestly, probably half speed. These things, you know, it's super stout and it's very small, so it is capable of really fast, rapid movements. So technically, out of all the machines I have, this one is probably the fastest, and it is definitely going very slow for what it is capable of doing. Yeah, I mean, it is barely hitting, looks like 160, 140 millimeters per second, sticking around 70 and 80 during these movements. So it is going very, very slow. It could go much, much faster. No, the one person, Captain Redbeard or something like that. Captain Redbeard, I think it was. Never messaged me. I never found him. No one knows where he is. He was only in that stream. And then I never heard from him again. Oh, also, thanks for reminding me, Zumi. Let's go browser view. So, a cool thing, according to this giveaway thing that I run, so Gleam.io, I've been using it not from the very beginning, so there is a couple more spools, but this is the 60th giveaway. So, I've not only given away 60 spools live, but we've also given away 120 spools through other contests. So, wow, we've given away a lot of spools, a lot of filament on this channel. And all you have to do is if you go to this link right here, it takes you to that Gleam.io link. If you're going to be sticking around, you're in the United States, and you can answer that question right over here. You can have a chance to win a spool of PLA Plus from 3D Max. So just keep that in mind. I thought that was a cool little stat. And that's a whole lot. Like a whole lot of filament. Right, so it's 120. So we're at 180 rolls. I've given away 180 spools of filament on this channel. Shuttle and backplate doing bushings moved the brackets to the store. Okay, cool. Nice. Oh, yeah. I'm fully aware. I even made a shirt. I designed a shirt. Is it back there? Oh, it's behind Hedgehog's shirt. So, behind this shirt here, I'll show it to you this way. I even made this shirt. The 3D Benchy speedboat race, because inspired greatly by his channel and the work that he does. My old Ender 3 would have a seizure. Got me some infused chocolate peanut butter. I've not tried it yet. I'm not sure what to use it on. Maybe some bread? Do you feed that V0 morphine? Nothing but the best. I have 12 or 15 spools of 3D Max, so they got their money's worth from me for the giveaways. Nice. Yeah, that's true. It would be. I've talked to him about that. Yeah, that would be nice. That would be nice. All right, looks like we've done the base layer already, and the filament does look a little bit moist. It does look a little bit bubbly. I can tell it has a little bit of a gray color to it. So we'll see. Just don't use the 3D Max glow-in-the-dark filament in a brass nozzle. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's for sure, Clement. I couldn't understand why my V0 started oozing until it started highly. It is very highly abrasive. That's facts. No, take that back. Take that back. Don't talk badly about my Nutella. Don't call it peanut butter, okay? Have you ever mentioned crazy storms going ahead? I hope you... I know, I've been mentioning it here and there on the channel. As I'm keep getting warnings about a crazy storm. Yeah, like I just got one again 4 minutes ago. So if I do lose power or I lose internet, the stream will drop and I won't be able to start it back up. I'll only be able to start a new one. But if there's such a storm like that and the power goes out, I'm probably not gonna start back up. Just so you guys know, in case I just disappear. It is because there is a storm coming. Well, I don't usually lose power. However, power usually blinks, and that's enough to wipe my Wi-Fi out. So, I'm in that storm currently driving home. Well, I'm glad that you're in a storm driving home, but yet still committed to the cause and are in my live stream. See, everyone take note of Brian's commitment to 3D Print SOS and the community and being here. Appreciate you, sir. That's why you're a moderator. That's why you're a moderator on my Discord. I'm in Maryland. All right, and our print is done. So just like that, we did a design. Well, we did an alteration, right? Alteration and a print. Let's get it out of there just so it starts cooling. Oh, that's hot. Oh yeah, that is definitely some wet filament, and you can tell because it's puffy. It's not quite just flawless, and it has more of a texture than normal on the sides. That's how you can kind of tell. So I'm going to use this because I want to see if it works. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to start up the heater over here. I bet it's not even plugged in. And I will dry out this filament and reprint one tomorrow. So let's kick that on. There we go. Let's kick this up to, whoops. Let's go. Where's our ABS? Yeah, I'll keep it at 65, that's fine. Yeah, I mean, it's 45% humidity inside. So let's go time. Let's do 8 hours, and I will start this print again tomorrow. Let's see what the humidity is in the room. 40%, so it is pretty high in the room. And I do have a dehumidifier running down here all the time, and it's still 40. That's crazy. ChatGTP says you live in Florida. First of all, that's amazing. No, I don't live in Florida. That's funny. Why? I don't even have one, so I'm in the same boat. Just ran into my first bamboo in issue, dang it. I've had several on my X1 Carbon. None on the A1 Mini. Ah, right. Well, I don't ship them. 3D Max does, but I guess I've mentioned Florida before. If ChatGPT said it, it must be true. That's true. All right, so let's get this thing going. So yeah, this definitely is wet filament. So I can instantly tell just because of the amount of imperfections and just how bloated everything looks. When this filament is dry, it comes out of here literally just utmost flawless. You know, this is still fine. It's just not beautiful, if that makes sense. And everything on this machine. Oh, here's a great example. I already have a video on this exact thing. So this is the same exact filament. Hold on, let this thing. Come on, 3 seconds, right? Come on. Am I too close? There we go. So this is the same exact filament. So look at the difference in not only color, it's gonna be hard to get the light. In not only color, but the texture and just how droopy all of this seems. And that's just because this is wet filament. All right, so let's see. I'll go manual. It will do the job. Yeah, it will, but it's definitely noticeable. So like I said, I will definitely run this again tomorrow. And for today, I'm still going to check it all out. Make sure it works. And I will just quickly run another print and we will be fine. All right, so let's see here. Let's take our print. Let's quickly attach this. Yeah, I mean, even the dimensional accuracy of these holes is wrong because everything is just a little bit bloated. And the dimensional accuracy definitely suffers with wet filament big time. All right, so I think this is going to be absolutely perfect. In fact, let's go ahead and throw some inserts on here and just button it up. Figured the filament was dirty, so I gave it a long bath. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. All right, let's get this. And let's get some inserts. We just need 2. And we'll use these little guys. All right, then we're gonna need some Rogue hardware. Actually, we're gonna need silver hardware to match the rest of the build, right? And lucky for me, I have some in a little bag from a printer I took apart. Let's see if there's some shorties in here. Unfortunately not. Okay. I see how it is. I see how it is, printer. Let's find some. By 8 is too much. Do I have 6s? I need M3 by 6 and a button head. There's 6, but that's socket. Right here, M3 by 6. I only have 4 of these left. I have a feeling we're gonna need some of those, but that's okay. Alright, this will be good. I guess I could go 8. Alright, so that's good. I'll save these for whatever we need those for. Looks like 8 will be fine. Get 2 of them. And 2 more of them for that sensor. Alright, let's put the hardware back. The clapper, what are you guys even talking about? The clapper? Who's got the clap? Alright, let's sink these heat sets in there right quick. You know, I need my official mini table vise, because we don't play games around here. All right, let's throw these in and see how they do. Yeah, I mean, this hole is way too big. Should be okay, but that is definitely the wrong size. The hole's not too big, sorry. Oh, the hole's too small. All right, flush. I'll have to run a thing through that. A tap. Because there's a lot of plastic on this side. But that's exactly how I wanted it. This one can go a little bit deeper, actually. This thing's probably still hot enough. Let's see. It is. There we go. Just a little bit more. All right, that's good. Night train, I knew it. Man, I'm still getting weather alerts. Extreme weather alerts to my phone. All right, let's see if we can get those out. with my tap. And we need the 3 mil. Just got home. It's definitely pouring nonstop. Yeah, that's fun. Not. Probably moving your way. Yeah, it definitely is. All right, so let's run this through. All right, there we go. Push that out. Come on through. There we go. Nice and clean. Yeah, I do. I do need a UPS on my router. I have none at the house at all. I have some at my office because, you know, work, but definitely none here. And I could probably use some. I even had somebody reach out like a couple years ago now that had a whole bunch that he was willing to just give me. He messaged me like, hey, I have a bunch of these UPSs. You can just come get them. And I just never got the chance to meet up with them. That would have been glorious. Having them right now would be great. Stupid YouTube lag. I still don't have anything down on YouTube. It looks like it's up 100% so far. But, you know, like I said, guys, if I do go down, you at least know why. All right, so let's see how our modification has worked. So we will put this one on with these very long pieces, and I lied, we're going Hodo. It would just take too long. Okay, that's one. That is two. Then we have our can board. Is anything touching? Nope. Anything touching here? Nope. Looking good. All right, right into the inserts. Perfect. I'm just looking back here just to make sure nothing is touching. It's not even close. That's fantastic. It's super sturdy. All right, I think this is exactly what I wanted. And now this sensor can be installed right here. Oh, the Matrix song. This one hasn't come on in many streams. It's a classic.